Mariah, and I'm here with my fellow co-hosts, Lindsay, Sarah, and Erin.
We're here to recap the major terrorist attacks from post-World War II to present day.
We've got a lot to cover, so let's get right into it.
Wait, you guys, what's terrorism?
Terrorism is the use of violence and intimidation in the pursuit of political aims.
Following World War II, it was primarily used in anti-colonial struggles.
Revolutionary groups of all sizes used terrorism as a shortcut to victory. Let's cut to a report on post-World War II terrorism.
Hello, my name is Lindsay, and I'm here. This is my first one, so just bear with me, it's a little bit windy. I'm reporting live from Jerusalem. Today, July 22nd, 1946, a right-wing Zionist underground organization known as the Irgun bombed the King David Hotel in Jerusalem, where we are. 91 people were killed and 46 were injured. The hotel was the site of the British Mandatory Authorities of Palestine. A bomb was planted in the basement of the main building of the hotel, which housed a few offices of the British military headquarters and Mandate Secretariat. Let's go hear one of the victims. Ma'am, are you okay? Do you need any help, ma'am? Ma'am? Let's go back to the news desk. That's just unfortunate. Hey, Erin, want to tell us about another Zionist terrorist group?
In 1940, during World War II, the Lehites split from the Irgun in order to fight British rivals. They wanted to evict British authorities from Palestine.
You know what they also did? They first allied with the Nazis and Soviets to protect the Jews. They thought they'd protect them better than the British. But obviously, they killed 6 million.
I know what you're thinking, Amy. Big mistake.
Ireland had their share of terrorist organizations too. Two groups, the Ulster Defence Association and the Ulster Volunteer Force, were rivals. The Ulster Defence Association was formed in 1971 and was formally disbanded in 2007. The goal of the association was to defend Protestant loyalist areas and to combat Irish republicanism. The majority of victims were Irish Catholics, as seen in the Milltown Massacre.
The UVF was a terrorist organization from Northern Ireland. Formed in 1965, it was formally disbanded in 2007. Its primary goal was to combat Irish republicanism. It wanted to maintain Northern Ireland's status as part of the United Kingdom. 2/3 of the 481 victims were Catholics. In 1971, the McGurk's bar bombing in Northern Ireland people, and in 1974, Dublin and Mohegan bombings killed 33 in the Republic of Ireland.
Stay with us, Heather. For our next terrorist organization, Erin is going on site to West Germany.
I'm here in West Germany, where the Red Army faction was formed in 1970. The group described itself as a communist and anti-imperialist urban guerrilla organization which resisted the fascist state. In its 28 years of existence, the Red Army faction murdered 34 people. They conducted a reign of terror throughout the 1970s and 80s. In which their goal was to kidnap and kill prominent establishment figures. 30 years after the trial of leading Red Army faction members, recordings of their testimony have been discovered. The tapes were thought to have been destroyed because they were meant to have been erased after being transcribed. Evidently, they were forgotten about, and we were able to get a look at the released tapes. They take place at the high-security Stanham prison near Stuttgart.
Let's take a look at one of those tapes.
My name is Ulrich Meinhof, and I am a notorious member of the first generation of the Red Army faction. I hereby testify to acts of terrorism.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business!
This Italian one's for you, Thomas. Italy had a red group of their own known as the Italian Red Brigade, which was a Marxist-Leninist, leftist-wing terrorist organization active in Italy during the 1970s and 80s. Their main goal was to force Italy to leave the NATO alliance.
Their most famous act of terrorism was the kidnap and murder of former Italian Prime Minister Aldo Moro in 1978. In total, they carried out 14,000 acts of violence.
That's a lot of violence, Morgan. When we come back, we're going to have a short cookie break, and Sarah will recap the recent terrorist attacks.
I know you've been anxiously anticipating this, Kevin. In November 2003, 4 trucks exploded in Britain. 57 people died. 700 were wounded. It was linked to Al-Qaeda. March 11, 2004, series of explosions in trains in Madrid, Spain. 191 people killed, 1,800 injured. Al-Qaeda strikes again. July 7, 2005, bombing an underground subway in London. 56 people killed, 700 wounded. August 2006, British police stop a terrorist attack in 10 transatlantic planes, linked to Al-Qaeda once again. June 29, 2007, British forces stop yet another terrorist bombing in 2 cars. June 30th, 2007, 2 men drive with propane canisters through terminal of Glasgow, 1 dead.
Thank you, Sarah, for that lovely recap. And Catherine, I bet you enjoyed that.
Now back to Mariah for an on-site recap.
Bonjour! I am in the lovely country of France today. It is March 20th, 2012. I have just been informed that a jihadist gunman has shot and killed 3 soldiers, and he has escaped by scooter. Hello, it's me again. My cameraman has left me, so I am here for a live report of the jihadist gunman getting away. Get him, random citizens! Get him! Get him! Get him! I have also just been informed that in Toulouse, France, at a Jewish school, the rabbi has been shot. I repeat, the rabbi has been shot, along with his 5-year-old son, his 4-year-old son, and his 7-year-old daughter. How sad!
Excuse me, ma'am, does this mean there's no temple today?
Random citizen, that is exactly what it means. Back to you, Terrorism Talks.
Thank you for that riveting update, Mariah. Be sure to keep us posted. That's all the time we have for you today on
Terrorism Talks.
We sure hope you learned a lot, Zoha. Be sure to join us next week for
Terrorism Yells!
And here's a sneak preview.
Oh,